Welcome to the United States of Zombie. My name is Serial, and you can call him Captain. And this video that you're watching is our review of the movie Zombieland. Double tap. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and this is our review for the movie Zombieland Double Tap. I'm going to split this review into two halves. In one half, we're going to talk about general overall impressions, spoiler-free, and then there are a couple of things that I want to zero in on and maybe not spoil, but talk in a little bit more depth about. And the latter half, I'll give you plenty of heads up so you can bail if you don't want to know anything about plot or anything like that. But I do want to just say that it's been 10 years since the first Zombieland movie debuted. I've always liked Zombieland, but I have to be honest with you guys, in revisiting it for the sequel, knowing the sequel was coming and then watching it again, it has aged remarkably well. I feel like I like this movie more every time I watch it. It seems to get better with age. There's something about the tone, that funny horror tone, that is just so welcome in this particular time. It just really resonates with me. And so going in to see Zombieland Double Tap, I was just kind of wondering, can they replicate the tone a whole decade later? Well, they absolutely do. The new Zombieland movie has all of the things that I want from a Zombieland movie. Now, plot-wise, it is a little bit, to me, it feels like a little bit of a contrivance just so we can have more time with these characters. But that's okay, because Zombieland was not a plot-heavy movie. It was a character-heavy movie. We come to that movie for the bits, for the violence, the zombie action, basically the R-rated zombie hunting mayhem. That's kind of what we want from Zombieland, with tongue planted firmly in cheek. Lots of jokes, lots of Woody Harrelson, Tallahassee swagger. And all of that is present in the new Zombieland Double Tap. In fact, it's kind of remarkable how much of the tone is replicated. And if you do watch Zombieland directly before you go to see Zombieland 2, it is remarkable how well they flow into each other. It feels like two halves, two sides of the same coin, right? They flow, the rules, Tallahassee, the relationships. It's all very faithful and very true to the original. And if you're watching this, if you went to see Zombieland Double Tap and you're like, I don't feel about it quite like I feel about the original Zombieland, I would point out you've probably lived with Zombieland for 10 years of your life. If not 10 years, probably a long time. Give this one some time. It will probably kind of settle inside your mind, and you will probably end up really liking it, because the things that we love about Zombieland are in Zombieland 2. It's just a lot of fun. So they up the ante on so many of the things, the zombie kill of the month or the week or what, like, to continue to up things. Some of the little jokes, some of the little rules, all the rules, like, so much respect, so much love to the original, which makes sense because it's a lot of the same people, a lot of the same talent. So that's really what I want to say, non-spoiler, okay? So if you are on the fence about seeing this movie, it's a fun horror comedy movie. It's great October fare. It comes highly recommended from Serial at Midnight. So that's what we think about it. Now, I'm going to give you time to get out of here so you don't hear anything spoilery, okay? See you later. Bye, guys. Okay, they're gone. All those people are gone. So, not super spoilery, but I do kind of want to say this movie is, for me, if you guys know Serial at Midnight, you know the stuff that I love, like Elvis is a huge part of this movie. Look, there's the king peeking in. He's kind of, there he is. He's always watching. Elvis watches over the studio. So the Elvis element in this movie is strong. And it makes the movie for me, because the first movie didn't have a lot of Elvis stuff in there. That whole Tallahassee country vibe kind of a thing, it gets so upped in this movie, and tons of Elvis. I mean, like a quarter of the movie is centered around Elvis stuff, and I love that. The other thing that I wanted to point out is that going into this, one of the most famous bits of the original Zombieland is the Bill Murray stuff. And so I was having a conversation with Bree, and I was like, how are they gonna, like, the Bill Murray thing is such a huge part of Zombieland. That's one of the things that people love about it. It's one of the things they quote about it. How are they gonna Are they going to try to top it? Are they going to try to do like a different celebrity cameo sort of a thing? I was not disappointed. The way they handle it is so fun. It's so funny. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But if you're worried about the Bill Murray element, do not fear. It's a best case scenario. I'll say that. So the Bill Murray humor that we hope for, the Elvis stuff is there for me. There's even like a whole hippie thing. There's a whole hippie subplot. And I actually think it does a really nice job of navigating what's appealing about the hippie culture while deconstructing the hippie culture, but not really being offensive towards hippies or anything like that. Like, I don't know, it's kind of remarkable the way that they navigate all these waters. Because Woody Harrelson, right? Like, he's, for all the gun stuff in these movies, he's kind of a stoner. He's kind of a hippie. And so it's really interesting to see how they navigate some of these societal commentaries that they have in Zombieland. And Zombieland does have a lot of societal commentary. Fun. It's fun. I'll tell you this is directed by the same, he did the first Zombieland, and he also directed Venom. Seeing his tone now has me more convinced than ever that Venom is a comedy that just wasn't advertised as a comedy. Like, I think maybe he's deconstructing the superhero genre with Venom, but that's neither here nor there. Zombieland Double Tap, I had a great time. An hour and 33 minutes, which is fantastic. I think we talked about it in maybe the Addams Family review. So many movies are far too long. This movie is not. This movie is an hour and 33 minutes. I had a great time. I really did have a fantastic time at the theater. But what did you think about Zombieland? Did you go to see Zombieland Double Tap? If you did, what did you think about it? Let's continue the conversation in this video, the comments below. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Take care, and until next time, we will catch you later.